On the afternoon of November 2nd, 2020, Ms. Tao Lei received a phone call from her daughter Tran Lam. That day was Ms. Lei's husband's 58th birthday, and the family had planned to have dinner to celebrate. However, Lam burst into tears and reported, Tuyet and Duong fell from the 15th floor of their house and are being treated in the hospital. Tuyet and Duong are Lam's two children with her ex-husband Truong Ba, a 2-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy. Arriving at the hospital, Mrs. Lei saw Ba squatting in a daze in the corner of the emergency room. She angrily said, Truong Ba, you definitely killed the 2 children. This time, I will not forgive you. Lam and Ba, a country boy 3 years younger than her, have been in love since 2016. When they found out, Mrs. Lee and her husband objected because they felt that their daughter did not understand Ba well. There was a big difference in their educational level, and being together for a long time could easily lead to problems. However, knowing their daughter's personality, they found it impossible to convince Lam, so they stopped trying to stop her. In 2017, Lam got pregnant before getting married. Ba said he would take responsibility and promised to treat her well. In August 2017, the two registered their marriage and held their wedding on November 11, 2017. In the early days after the wedding, Ba showed himself to be a good husband, and the family life was peaceful. Not long after Tuyet was born, Lam brought his daughter back to his parents' house for convenient care. When Tuyet was just 1 month old, Lam discovered she was pregnant for the second time. The doctor said that abortion could have negative effects and that she might have to have her uterus removed, so Lam decided to keep the pregnancy. In early 2019, after Duong was born, the marriage broke down. The couple constantly argued. Ba started not coming home often, leaving the young child alone. Mrs. Lei suspected her son-in-law of having an affair, but Lam defended her husband, saying he is not that kind of person. However, around April 2019, Ba filed for divorce citing emotional conflicts, while hiding the fact that he had a wife and children to pursue a girl he met online named Diep Thanh Tran, from the same hometown and born in 1994. In August 2019, Ba and Tran officially got together. After that, Tran found out that Ba had a wife and children, but continued the relationship. People who know Ba believe that he came to Tran because Tran's family owned a food processing factory and was richer than his ex-wife's family. Before the divorce, Ba once told Lam, "We don't have the same goals. I'm the one who pursues wealth and prosperity." Lam knelt down and begged Ba to give the two of us a complete family, but was insulted by him. "Seeing you for another minute makes me feel sick." On February 26, 2020, the two agreed to divorce. Tuyet will be raised by her maternal family, while Duong will be cared for by her paternal family until he is 6 years old, after which he will be returned to his mother. The father must pay 800,000 yuan in child support, divided into several installments. Tran knew the content of the divorce agreement, but still considered the two children an obstacle and a burden to their future life together. Tran began to express that his parents could not accept that Ba had children and asked to resolve the matter of the two children. The WeChat chat history between Ba and Tran from June 3rd to November 2nd, 2020 shows the details of the criminal conspiracy and Ba's change in mentality. In it, Tran repeatedly emphasized, "If we don't deal with the children, I won't see your mother. It's unacceptable that you have a child." She instructed Ba to trick Tuyet out to harm her. When Ba used the excuse, "I won't follow you," she criticized her lover, "With so many children, no matter how much money you make in the future, it won't be enough." Tran said her parents scolded her, asked Ba to deal with the children in a month, then urged her many times. She tried to convince her lover with inhumane words like, "They shouldn't exist. With them we can't be happy. I can't be with you." Gradually, Ba felt that if his son was gone, he and Tran would be equal. and Tran would have no right to criticize him for having 2 wives. Knowing that what they were discussing was a heinous crime, Ba still expressed that he would do as his lover said to prove his love. However, after that, due to Tran's repeated pressure, Ba could not stand it anymore and broke up. In September 2020, Ba took the initiative to make peace. In October 2020, Ba promised to resolve the matter within the month, after Tran criticized him for hesitating and prolonging the time. On October 25, 2020, Ba said he wanted to buy clothes for his daughter and asked his mother to call Lam to take Tuyet to their house in Nam An District, Chongqing City. Mrs. Lei felt strange and uneasy because Ba had never cared about the 2 children. When Lam took Tuyet away, she told her to stay with her child. That day, Ba waited for an opportunity to act, took pictures, and reported the situation to Tran, listening to her instructions. However, because his mother and Lam were always there to take care of the 2 children, he had to give up. On November 1, 2020, seeing that Ba was refusing again, Tran cried and threatened to jump off the building to commit suicide. Ba hurriedly went to his lover's house to comfort him, promising to do it the next day. That same day, Ba drove to pick Tuyet up. Not agreeing, but thinking that Ba was the child's father, Lam drove her daughter to her grandmother's house herself, intending to pick her up in the evening. However, that day she had to meet a client until late at night. Ba said the 2 sisters were already asleep, so he had to let her stay overnight. On the afternoon of November 2, 2020, while Mom was out, Ba committed the crime through the window. Tuyet died at the scene of a traumatic brain injury, and Duong died in the hospital due to multiple organ damage. Dad ran downstairs in his pajamas, sat down on the floor and cried miserably, even banging his head against the wall. Seeing this, the residents in the building all thought it was an accident falling from a window. But Ba did not expect that, when investigating the unusual death, the police discovered many strange things. The windowsill of Ba's bedroom was 40 centimeters from the floor. The window was pushed 80 centimeters from the floor. Even though there was no protective railing like other houses, it would be difficult for a 1-year-old child to push the window down. The father said that the 2 children were playing on the windowsill, accidentally pushed the glass door open and fell down. But in reality, the father directly grabbed the children's legs and threw them down, so the police did not find any footprints or handprints of the 2 children on the window. When the police questioned Lam, she said she suspected Ba because she knew the children were afraid of heights and did not dare to climb up to the windowsill to play. On the other hand, Ba's account of how the children fell was inconsistent, and his expression was strange. The police considered Ba the prime suspect. After repeated interrogations, Ba broke down and confessed to the crime. On November 10, 2020, Ba and Tran were arrested by the police. Tran vehemently denied any involvement, only confessing after the investigation team recovered the deleted mobile phone data of both of them. The family initially hired a lawyer for Ba, but after learning that he had murdered his 2 children, they wrote letters scolding Ba and then fired the lawyer to be punished by the law. On December 28, 2021, the Court of First Instance ruled that Ba and Tran were guilty of intentional murder and sentenced them to death. Both appealed. While awaiting the appeal, Ba wrote 3 letters expressing repentance, asking for forgiveness from Lam and her family. During an interview with the media, Tran's mother knelt down to apologize to Lam. Tran's family offered to pay 300,000 yuan in compensation to get Lam's forgiveness, but was refused. At the appeal hearing on April 6, 2023, Ba and Tran reversed their statements. Ba claimed that the 2 children fell down due to an accident, not that he caused it, and that his previous confession was coerced by the police. Tran said he was mentally ill, and the content of the WeChat chat history about conspiring to kill 2 children was just an impulsive discussion, and the 2 had no intention of carrying it out. Tran also claimed that Ba raped and deceived them during the early stages of their relationship. On May 11, 2023, the Chongqing Higher People's Court rejected the appeal and upheld the original judgment. The death sentence was approved by the Supreme People's Court and will be carried out on January 31, 2024.